Streaming service. Live on YouTube.
And I
Live on
forgot to
custom live
plug in the
streaming service.
camera.
Leaving
Let's
menus.
see.
Launch meeting dash Zoom dash Google Chrome dash Johnnie J. Link Zoom logo.
Oh,
Link
let's see.
https://us02web.zoom.us/j/9,005,000
Oh, it's Alan in the waiting room.
433,232. Link
Okay,
privacy and
okay.
legal policy.
If you
Page
let
has
him
one heading
in.
and 2 links. Broadcast meeting dash Zoom.
Yeah.
Link graphic Zoom logo. Menu. Audio now unmuted. The host has started broadcasting the meeting on custom live streaming service. iPhone has left the waiting room for this meeting. iPhone has joined the meeting.
Yeah, I need to. Oh, shit, I'm trying to locate my. Oh, I'm trying to locate my camera. And I see what I had messed up. Okay, if I plug this in, it's the camera. It's the camera now.
Video now started.
Okay. All right. And okay, I think that's it.
Looks like we can hear your jaws in the background.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, bye. Thanks. Yeah, I didn't. For some reason it's not taking out my jaw sound, so I said I'll just leave it there, let people have a chance. Now, I don't know how this is gonna go. I've been sending out messages, win tickets, and the tickets are so low now. They, I don't know if you remember, like when we did it February the 25th, the tickets were like I think it was like $30 for two people. No, 20 for one, 30 for two.
Yeah, it was 20 for one, 30 for two. And did you have a block of 4 or not?
Yeah, it was a block of 4 for $50. And it went like that. So now the tickets, if you don't, get the coupon, it's $15 for, I guess, one person. Then $18 if you want to get like the VIP for seaters. So the tickets will come way down. So we'll see. But until people start joining us, if they want to win the tickets, I have some other topics I want to cover. I probably
Well,
should.
first off, good evening to you, and welcome back, and things.
Yeah, it seems like I haven't been gone. I put up some spontaneous things while I was in Moscow. I wanted to put up more, but just didn't have a chance to do that.
I saw some of that stuff. There's a lot of stuff going on. We got meatpacking plant hacking. We got oil refinery, or not oil refinery, oil pipeline transport problems. We got subway problems. I mean,
subway? I didn't hear about the subway.
Yeah, New York subway this morning got hacked a bit, and we've got quite a few things going on. It's an interesting thing. We got the Federal Reserve coming out doing some extra precautionary measures to ensure that we're not cyber attacked in some way. And oddly enough, it comes from Russia.
I wonder.
5:57 p.m.
I don't know. I wonder about that Russia thing. Oh, and this is like the pre-show leading up into the show at 6 p.m. But I want to talk about like young people doing crazy things as well. And when I say young people, I'm talking about extreme. I got a story about a 9-year-old and a 4-year-old, which I don't know if you heard about that. And then a story about a 14 and a 12-year-old having a shootout with the police.
I heard about the 14 and 12-year-old having a shootout with the police. That definitely caught some people by surprise, I'm sure.
It seemed like the girl was a trouble. It seemed like the girl was a troubled girl.
Yeah, byproduct of our society. That's I mean, we're just a cross section of who we are, and when you have first person, second person, third person shooter games that you play all day, whether you're bent on them or not, why sometimes they can bend you.
Yeah. So they must have thought they were like doing a game, and then the 12-year-old said, "Whoa, she's bleeding. She got shot for real. Wait a minute. I think the game's over."
Yeah, I can't so much say that it was a game, but I will say that it's
Yeah.
definitely not a game.
Yeah, but I'm saying, like, once you see like somebody get shot and it's for real and they're standing right there, you can say bullets and stuff flying. Wait a minute, maybe this is not as fun as I thought it might have been. And then I'm gonna think the options of doing a shootout. I mean, I'm gonna figure that concept must have came from some kind of shoot 'em up game, military game that a lot of kids are exposed to. But then going from that into, it was a 9-year-old girl, and I think it was her brother, 4-year-old brother, or maybe it was a 4-year-old sister. I'm not exactly sure. But they wanted to go swimming in the ocean. And so they're waiting for their parents to go to sleep. And so they got the keys. And so the 9-year-old, they buckled up because they learned, safety, buckle up.
Of course, gotta buckle up.
And they took the car and started driving from where they were to California to go swimming in the ocean. Well,
what could possibly go wrong with that beach trip?
So anyway, I guess a truck maybe pulled out in front of them or something like that, and she ends up crashing into the truck. No one was hurt.
Could very well be that they should have had a Tesla driving, and at least the autopilot could have been engaged. That'd be an interesting theory, especially with new technologies that we've got going on. But what happened? And nobody was hurt.
Nobody was hurt, and the parents were very upset that they, took the car for a joyride, and all that ends well. Nobody got hurt, but it was a lesson, or maybe she should wait until she's a little bit older to drive the car. And but 9 and 4,
driving cars and like that. When you get an artificial car, they'll have to have artificial trucks too, artificial pickups, and you get these driverless vehicles, and they're on the road and stuff like that. Well, you can write a country song about that, so that when you play it backwards, you get your pickup truck back. Because the AI would drive away. Obviously, I mean, it would leave you just like your Walmart, and just like you're laughing, But when you play all this stuff backwards, you get it back.
Oh man, and this is for sure. Yeah, I never thought about that. That's kind of interesting. Oh, I thought I had another story about young people.
There's a 7-year-old that he ended up. I guess he swam about an hour to go get help for some folks or something or other.
Wow!
I caught the tail end of that this morning. I meant to read it, but I just started college a few weeks ago, so I've been busy. But I guess the 7-year-old swam for about an hour, went and grabbed some help for his family and things like this. Got no idea where in the heck that is, but I bet you type in 7-year-old and swimming and for an hour and grabbing help, boy, you'll grab a nice fun story.
Hey, also, people, I want to let people know that if you catch the show a little bit later, give us some feedback, because I know a lot of people sometimes they catch it later. I don't know why. I don't know if the announcements are just not going out in time enough for these things. But if you catch it a little bit later, if you still want to enter in the contest, do info at Innervisionfm.com. That's info at Innervisionfm.com. And if I get it before noon on Saturday, we'll pick out and we'll email you. like how you can pick up your tickets and everything like that, and put you on the guest list. So anyway, all right.
Sounds like a good plan. You can also use that email address to go ahead and shoot us any topics that you might have for future and things like that. That's info at Innervisionfm.
Oh, and this concert for some of you, it's going to be Casey and Friends review band, and I think he said they're going to have a special guest there named Marcelo, which I'm not. I think he's like big in the jazz world. But anyway, so that's gonna be like Saturday the 5th at Moe's Barbecue, 3295 South
Broadway
in Englewood, Colorado. And it's Moe's Barbecue, which we'll be there. Doors open up at 7. Music starts at 7:15, and it goes until Casey and Friends goes until 8:45. So come on out. It's mask free. The place can hold about 200 people. So if you're kind of paranoid about being around people, that's why we have the table for 4, because we can quarantine you if you still feel a little bit hesitant about that.
Right. Things like that. I tell you, that's my old stomping grounds, Johnny, is Englewood area. And, so it should be a lot of fun. There's a lot of nice, cool things to do, especially once you get done and out of that concert. And, you want to maybe continue the nightlife a little. Why, there's a lot of nice stuff to do down there in the South Broadway location of that area.
Oh, yeah.
So go ahead and, check it out, because it's a lot of fun. But Moe's Barbecue, man, I'll tell you, that's one of my most favoriteest places ever, man. That place makes a good cut of meat.
Yeah, hey, yeah, I'm gonna do the entree. Now, last time my wife, she tried the shrimp, which I think she's gonna do probably something different this time. Which I thought it was just barbecue, meat, but chicken and brisket, but
brisket, yeah.
So
but they got some veggie stuff, don't they?
Oh yeah.
Do they have
like the beans, coleslaw, French fries, stuff like that. So I'll be covered. Oh, I gotta tell you something happened today. Okay, so
what's that?
Just got back from Moscow. For whatever reason, my body is just not really adapted to like that much meat, or especially like pork products. So they have this thing in Moscow called bush, which is beet, carrots, slices of potato in a little sauce. Maybe that's just a sauce of the beets and stuff. And you could have it.
Yeah, I'm very familiar with it. My mom used to have a friend that used to make it, and I tell you, it's an acquired taste. It's wow.
So I like it. And then parsley. They have like a little bit of parsley in there.
Parsley down there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So and so I usually get mine without meat, but this time we went and it was no vegetarian one, so it was with the pork with the fat and stuff. Now, when I was there, that was the only thing that every time only thing that hurt my stomach. So I said, okay, because in parts of Europe, they don't allow certain ingredients from other countries to be put in the food, like preservatives and other GMOs and things like that. They don't allow that in some of these countries.
In some ways, they're a lot smarter. I wish we were that way, especially with our canning processes, and freeze-dried food. Is really the way to go if you're going to have something that goes 25 years and has a good staying power.
Yeah, and
if you want to be.
Yeah, you get white bread, no preservatives. So it's like fresh, and you can smell the bakeries around.
Awesome.
They just opened up a crispy donut place, and it was packed. Yeah, so we
one of my favorite donuts, man. I tell you, that's a donut. I don't know what's in those things, but they're still good 3 days later. I mean, you could eat it, keep doing it 3 days later. They're still pretty good. I suspect they got to put some sort of chemical preservative in those things. I have no idea.
Well, that's the only one I like. Well, when I get the filled donuts, the strawberry, those are the only one that I like. It's not like they just put some preservative jam in there. It's real.
No, that's real.
Yeah. So I mean, we went by there and we say, hey, Christmas donut, because we have one downtown here, and so we tried that, and then they make these cherry pies. Now in America, they make a cherry pie. You have a crust on top, a crust on bottom. There is like they have this little bread on the bottom, and it's covered with cherries on top. Best. I've never had anything that's so delicious. So, wow. and I thought when I left, I think I was about 220, 206. And so when I got back, I was still 206. So it was like, I thought I blew it. I thought I blew it.
You thought you really shot your diet all to heck, huh?
Yeah, because I was packing it in. It was I think we had that cherry pie. I think we had it every other day. With some tea and stuff.
It could very well be that God was rewarding you, saying, "Hey, Johnny, look, you've been working hard here. You're just go ahead. It's okay. It's okay."
Oh yeah, and it's just I don't know. It was nice, and like I said, I had the most interesting thing. This was one thing I had that was very interesting. Let's see, which one should I tell? I have a friend named Kevin. He's done some concerts with me, and he runs a church and everything like that. Well, I dreamed that me and him, we were working in a funeral parlor, preparing bodies for. I said, this would be the last place I thought I would think of, getting some extra money. But we were preparing. I said, that is so wild. I said, I hope that's not in my future as a vocation.
I tell you, I went to high school with a buddy, and he ended up being a mortician. And I was tooling up and down Broadway because that's my stomping grounds, like I was saying. And ladies and gentlemen, if you're just joining us, we're going to have us a little concert down at Moe's Barbecue on Saturday, and that's going to be set up by Casey and friends. Anyway, what was I saying now?
Going up and down Broadway.
Going up and down Broadway, man. My friend, I ran into him, and lo and behold, he's a mortician, and I'm just like, wow, I'm surprised. Of course, at the time, I'm looking for a job, and he says, "Oh, you don't want this job." And I said, "Why do I not want this job?" And he says, he just laughed. He said, "You don't want this job." And of course, we went down our separate ways. But anyway, yes, ladies and gentlemen, if you're just joining us, Saturday the 5th, we got that going on. It's 7 to 8:45, and that's in the PM sector of the time zone.
12 p.m.
Yeah.
What kind of fun we got going?
Well, he's getting together a nice program. It's going to be like his wife. She brings like the classic rock, like Fleetwood Mac kind of stuff. Green Eye Lady got his stuff, and then Casey brings the R&B and the funk part of it, and then with Marcellus there, probably bring a little bit of jazz in there as well. So it's going to be an interesting night of just music and dance and food and all that kind of stuff. And it's all ages, because the first show from 7 to 8:45 is all ages. So come on. And I don't know if if you bring someone who's under 12, if they get them for free. Most likely, probably so. Who knows? So that's going to be.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you go ahead on and jump on that email address at info@innervisionfm.com, shoot us a little bit of love there, and we'll make sure you get entered in for that ticket giveaway. Get that by noon in there on Saturday. get that square for you.
Oh, definitely. Now, and then, so we were just telling some stories, and I'm recapping some of the things that happened in Moscow. Oh, also, let's see. Oh, if you go to Europe, you might want to avoid stopping through the France airport, because this happened to us twice, where it said that one of our routes is going to be going to France, and twice they canceled it, and I had to jump on the phone and hustle up and get another route. But if you want to go to like Miami, or any international airport, they're just not going to let you go into France for whatever reason. I don't know if France is really bad as far as like COVID and whatever, or what's going on there, but they are avoiding travel through there, even if you're just going to go to the airport, for a lot of countries. And I wouldn't have known that unless I got the firsthand indication, because we're going to get our money back, but because they canceled.
It's absolutely not the reason. We need to listen news.
It's some kind of political reasons about some reporter. Tell us the story, Natalia, since you wanted to talk on my show.
Yes, you need to prepare for something.
Yeah. No. Tell us. You tell us.
No.
Okay. Now let me continue.
It's got something to do with some police, and so
Yes.
basically, going is that, and cool. So you're wanting to continue with what?
Yeah. So I want to continue that with that. So for the moment, Perry is off limit, and no more like a wee and policy fanfu and all that all that kind of stuff. But I was looking forward to having some of that French food, but it didn't happen. So maybe next year, or God willing, the year after. So it's okay.
Well, that is. Hey, do you hear about the incentives that they're doing for the vaccine?
Yeah,
over here.
Can you imagine?
Pretty crazy.
I've never heard of the government saying, we will pay you, give away money giveaways if you take this shot. That's just blows my mind. Okay, we're going to talk about what Polis is doing, or we're going to talk about what other places are doing. Have you heard about what Polis, our governor Polis, is doing?
Well, because I'm one of those tinfoil hat freaks that decide not to get the vaccination, just kind of hold off for a bit and see what happens. Why, I'm not really a tinfoil hat. Yeah. Well, maybe I don't know. So
for 12 and 20-year-olds, the $50,000 scholarship. I think they're gonna give away like $50,000 scholarships if you get your vaccine between if you're between the ages of 12 and 20, which we know
that is vaccinating our young kids who are not even susceptible.
Yeah, I was about to say that. Yes. Yes. Yeah. And then let's see, what if you're 21 and between 21 and 40, what was it? Oh, it was like, was it $1 million? I think, I don't remember what it was, some kind of lotto type of thing. I'm thinking, where are they getting all this money?
Well, money's not real, Johnny. Money is fake. And dollar itself is going to be worthless here in a minute, because I will tell you, Russia's putting the squeeze on that. They're like, nah, we're
and
not.
China.
Yeah.
They're putting the squeeze on us.
Yeah, well, Russia's not getting the dollar. They're just going to quit accepting it. I think that we get to a place where our bonds, our stocks, our dollar, everything gets worthless. Why? Wow, we're in a tough spot.
Oh yeah, and we've been set up for the big socialist communist takeover, conditioning people. Give them some money, let them do what they enjoy rather than, well, and I know, some jobs, you shouldn't have to do a job that you don't like, but sometimes you got to do what you don't like to get, to survive or support your family. And do your fun hobby stuff on the side. And some people are lucky enough to do what they love and get paid for it, but some people are not. So, but now they just want to take away that choice and just say, hey, everybody, $300 a week, just relax and let the government take care of you. And a lot of people are going into tuition. Today, I ordered some Chinese food, and I was talking to the guy, and he says he's having a hard time finding drivers for delivery because I guess that's not sexy enough, being a driver, delivery and stuff. And he was.
I would drive all day long, and some of these jobs that you bring up a very good and valid point, because 90% of the blind community are unemployed in the United States, or 70% or 80%. Who knows? Who cares? Who cares? Who cares? 7 out of 10 in a room, not working. The 3 out of the 10 still got to provide, right?
Right.
Well, go ahead.
Well, because I was just thinking, like, and it's almost like we're blindly being led into this in this position, and it's almost like I'm not sure. It's like it's people, just a lot of people asleep at the wheel. They're.
Well, I don't know, but this is actually a good time to be alive. It's a good time to serve our Lord Jesus Christ. It's a good time to go head on and press on into what he's got to say, because he's got the final say. So it will work out. It just may not work out exactly the way that we might want for it to work out in our short term. But he always gives what we need, and it doesn't always address the things that we want sometimes, because they're not always good for us. And that's kind of what we're sitting in right now today. Is God says, hey, look, you want this? Here, let me give you a little taste, see what you think. And how's that working out for you? Do you want to turn to me yet? And there will be some that will turn to him. Man, there will be some, and there will be a revival, and there will be a remnant, and he will prevail.
The question is, will Fauci be at the beginning of the line or the end of the line? Because we're now finding out that he told a lot of lies, and he's covering up a lot of things. And he put out a book, and for some reason, Amazon scrubbed it for the pre-orders of this book. Now, I don't, most people in government, they don't get put in jail unless they're Republicans anyway. So they might just have this Fauci guy just retire. You're already making more than the president is making a year. We can get you out of this situation of having to answer this if you just retire, take your pension, and ride off into the sunset.
It's a very interesting time to be alive. The animating contest of liberty, as it were, a pivotal point in our history.
And I'll tell you at
6:22 p.m.
22 minutes into show a little bit more that 100 years ago we had the swine flu, right? And travel wasn't as sophisticated as it is now. Now, put this in the back of your mind. Okay, now that we have all this flying, we can go here, left, right, north, south, anywhere we want to, practically anywhere we want to go. Now, these viruses that may be over in the southern hemisphere, maybe in the northern hemisphere, now these viruses will now maybe be hitting us more often because we're so able to fly from here to there and then meet up with different types of people from here and there. And so now, instead, as this virus showed us now, people went out of the country and it spread throughout the United States, throughout Europe. And it was just so easy to do that because of all the international traveling. So I have a feeling that we're not going to have to wait another 100 years for a pandemic. and that's the happy news from Innervision FM.
You know, and that's the thing, is I try to put a positive face on it. You know, I'll wear my mask sometimes with the tinfoil hat on the top of it and a little hose that goes out the backpack with a couple of cans, and I'll do all that, you know, because I'll tell you what, bottom line is the next pandemic, they'll get it more right the next time. It'll be okay.
Yeah. And you know what I like about this? And it really cut back on the ammonia, the flu and ammonia. They got everybody's attention and said, wash your hands, you know, clean off surfaces, you know, airplanes or whatever. They said, hey, clean, you know, surfaces and whatever and all that kind of stuff. And so we got a lot better at the hygiene. The next thing, I work at this radio station now. It's located in the lower part of Denver, downtown Denver. Nice building, brand new building. Well, people have their dogs, little dogs and big dogs and whatever. And one of the person that was at the front desk, she said she looked out the window, and we have a little planter thing with flowers and stuff like that. Some lady had her dog in our little planter thing doing this thing, I guess, naturally fertilizing it. And I'm thinking, people, okay, you got a dog, you're living in downtown Denver, it's not that many parks and whatever, but people are not picking up after the dogs. And
so that's an interesting that you bring up there. Gentrification, they try to make things, they try to keep things, and they try to make things, and people just don't want to take care of it. It's back to society. If we are taught good morals, then good things will come out. If we're given garbage is going to come out, Johnny, and that's why we need Jesus. That's why everybody needs.
Yeah. And so everybody, you know, it's great that you needed, you know, dog for a companion. Fantastic. But remember, you know, take the little plastic glove out there and then clean up after your dog. Because believe me, if it wasn't who knows how much stuff I've been stepping in the past when I didn't have her with me. But she said, let's go around this way, this way. And it's almost like we're running around minefields. And I'm thinking, like, right in the middle of the sidewalk, not at the corner of the sidewalk, not in the dirt of the sidewalk, but just they're right in the middle of the sidewalk. Take a dog, okay, go right there, boom, continue on, and it's a lot. So
I've got to tell you, that's one of my least favorite things. Being blind is tooling on down the street with my cane, and my cane missed a pile of dog poo, and I step right in the middle of that stuff. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, not my favorite. Hey, folks, you like what you hear here and like what you see, hit us up at paypal.me at Innervision. Denver. Yeah. And, you know, that helps us to keep on the air, keep the lights on, blah, 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 like that there stuff, you know, kind of important. Especially in this day and age when we got hyperinflation, we got the current situation in the administration that we're under. Why we do have to make some adjustments and tighten our belts a little bit. Ladies and gentlemen, take care of your friends and your neighbors. Make sure to get with them and center around a meal, because there's nothing better than actual food to really open dialogue, open conversation in that way.
Okay.
And one at a time, smash the narrative of the vision.
Yeah.
Leave meeting button.
So we're gonna end the show tonight, and like I said, you have the info at innervisionfm.com, and we'll see you Monday. And we're gonna talk about this TV show, 1971 music that came out in 1971, and some of the things that were happening around the music, Vietnam War, Angela Davis. The Black Panthers, and just James Brown, and we might even play his introduction as well. So anyway,
Action-packed, fun-filled show, ladies and gentlemen. Join us Monday. Thank
All
you,
right.
folks, and
Uh,
have yourself